My sidekick today. What? You don't like your wig? Mom, it's getting in my face. Can you please? At least a haircut. Yes. Well, doesn't he look lovely? I mean, she look lovely. I have a bouffant, please. It's a very pretty bouffant, and I really like it, and I feel pretty. You feel pretty, bud? Hmm? Is it getting in your mouth? I saw it. Hold on, let's fix this up. What's going on? You look so... I don't know. It's so little. It's got such a little cap. We'll just do it like a bouffant. Can I see you? Hey, bud, look at me. I think you look beautiful. Any way you wear your hair is lovely. I think no matter how he wears his hair, he looks fantastic. Bud, you look beautiful. I don't feel so beautiful right now. You look better in the pink one. Do you want me to put the pink one back on you? Hmm? No? Don't want the pink one on? Do you see the look? The look is like, if I could kill you, I would kill you. Do you love mommies? Hmm? I could just do some gray hair for you. Could just add like a little extra on you. Or we could wear this to the side like a Trump hairstyle. You want bouffant? Trump? Which one do you like better? Trump or bouffant? What? You're not answering. Do you like this look? Could you look at me, please? Yeah. I think, I don't know, it's got this cap. He's trying to leave. He's like, I am out of here. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Stay. Please. Please stay with me. Don't think about the pillow. Don't think about the pillow. It's alright. Just stay with me. It's gonna be okay. Don't even think about it over there. Don't think. Come closer. Come here. No, no, no. No, no, come right here. Oh, no. 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 What are you gonna do to me? Are you okay? Is everything alright? I have lipstick on. Do you like my lipstick? No, he's crying. But what about your wig? You don't like your wig today? It was pretty. You looked lovely. I liked it on you like that. Oh, that's pretty too. I like the messy look. Yeah, that's good. You like that? Zsa Zsa Gabor? You look like Zsa Zsa. Look at me now. Look, let me see you. That's beautiful. Now, the messy look suits you well. Don't you think? Oh, don't be nervous. It's just a wig. Come on. He's got the Trump look. It's like a comb over. It's messy, but pretty. And he's stressed out. Is this wig making you stressed, mister? You want me to take it off? Okay, it's gone. You better now? Is that better? You less stressed? He wasn't stressed. The pink one was very light. This one's kind of heavy. This one's a heavier wig. It's got a teeny tiny little cap for his head. But no strap inside to strap it on. You're supposed to use pins. You know, bobby pins, and I ain't doing that to him. But it's got this little teeny, look at the teeny tiny wig cap in there. I gotta figure it out for him. The pink one that he had on the other day, it's so light. This one is so heavy. This is like really, really heavy. I don't know, this might be real hair. I don't remember. This was mine for a ponytail, I think. I know, but that used to be that was the color of my real hair, with the dark and the light brown. You like it? It's like having a pet on your head. You know, like having a pet on your head? Hmm? Tough. I think I'm going to get him a pink one, because then him and I can go pink together. This one here is from a different company than the pink one, and I've had this one for probably like 5 years, and it needs some oil. It needs to be, I was combing it out and it is very, very dry. See it? So if you have wigs, you need to take care of them. If you don't take care of them, this was in a bag, all oiled up and everything, but even just sitting there, it got dry. Are you trying to leave me? Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please, buddy, don't leave me. Please, don't leave me. I need you. Do you love me? Just a little? Or are you stressed out? You're not stressed out anymore? You were just trying to get comfortable? Oh, I thought you were leaving me. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, so what I was saying is, even though it was in a wig bag and I fixed it before I put it away, it just seemed to get really dry. This is a very heavy wig, but it's a good one. I also need to cut the bangs. The bangs are like totally out of control, because you can only wear that to the side, or else it's if you try to separate them and make you have like a part, that would look terrible. I got so much to do today, and I am not motivated. I have like 4 videos I need to do for some jewelry that came in. It's pretty, but so much has been going on here. My aunt they transferred her from a hospital here in Pennsylvania. They transferred her to a hospital in New Jersey, and so we're waiting to find out exactly what they're gonna do. They found 2 masses, one in her brain, one in her lung, but they weren't gonna do any further testing on the one in the brain until they got to the New Jersey hospital. But I think that's the one that's causing the main problem, because she's a little slow, maybe. I don't even know how to explain it. Just irrational? No. I don't know how to. I'm not irrational. Just not thinking straight. Not in a bad way, but just too much like everything's okay. I'll be fine. If she needed help or something and she just wouldn't accept help, and just different. I don't want to go into it because it's personal, so that's why it's really hard to explain. But yeah, I can't wait till I get my dentures, because these don't fit. They're so tall that they're hitting my bottom gums and it hurts. But I don't want to be on a video without any teeth in. Want to see what I look like with no teeth? Hello, puppies. This is me, Gumby. Do you still love me, buddy, when I don't have any teeth in? At first, when I came home with all my teeth pulled, he was terrified of me. For one thing, he probably smelled blood, and he was scared. He does not like blood. The reason I know he doesn't like blood is because my son often gets nosebleeds, and thus that's how we found out that he is not really thrilled with blood. And so I think that was a big reason why he was so scared of me, or scared for me maybe. He still often smells my mouth. So I know he knows something is different there. He used to hate these. I hate them. But I think he might have hated them more. I don't know. We might have both hated them the same. I don't know, but I hate them. They're too tall for my mouth, if that makes any sense. They need to be, the teeth need to be up. The teeth need to be in the back, and the gums need to be shorter, because these should not be laying on my gums, because then there's no room for the bottom. So anyway, it's healing really well. There's a lot of bone shards coming here and there. On the top. This is what it looks like. I saw cheese. I saw cheese. I think these looked the worst at the beginning, because if you went like this, you saw all the black blood holes, you know, with the blood thingies packed in. I think those looked the worst. They looked gruesome. This one looked weird because you could see all the stitches that they did, because they file the bone down so that you won't have the bone points. But even though he filed the bones down, the way he sewed it, it still looked like bubble, 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 like you could tell where the teeth were. So it's gruesome looking, and a lot of terrible things come into my mind when I think of it, where some people had teeth pulled out with no anesthesia. That must have been horrible. Because I only had Novocaine. I don't like to be put to sleep. So I only took the Novocaine shots, and it still hurt. He couldn't get this side numb, and so this one still hurt. And then through the healing process, this side gave me a lot of trouble. It is still sore, and I'm at, what, 6 weeks? And it's still sore here. I had a bone going straight through. I could feel it in the back. I cannot feel it in the front anymore. So you brush your gums, and little by little, the bone sticks out, and you brush it, and your toothbrush brushes off whatever's sticking out. You just keep brushing them every day. Little by little, those bone shards will go away. I have a bone shard up here that has, if it doesn't come out by September on its own, I'll have to, that'll be taken out when I have a little surgery that needs to be done up here, where they laser, they have to laser that piece of skin. It's called a frenula. I'll try to show you, but if you look up here, it's very pink. It shouldn't be pink like that. It's swollen and irritated. It's just not happy. That's your frenula. So I don't know if you can see, there's like a bone laying right there. It's a really thin piece of bone that's just laying right across the, like laying right on the top under the skin. Anyway, I have to have that lasered off, that piece of skin that's here that everybody has, but mine is long and it's in the way of the dentures. And no matter what denture I get, it will always be in the way. So in September, I am set to get that lasered off, but if they can get me in sooner, they will call me. At that time, if that bone hasn't started working its way out, they'll have to take that bone out, which, you know, I'll be healing from the frenula, so it won't matter what they do there. The other problem I'm having is I have sores in my nose that I've had since the beginning when I got my teeth pulled. They're much better than they were, but they're taking a very long time to heal. And she says, the dentist said, that it's all due to the frenula. The frenula is so irritated that it is causing irritation in my nose. So that doesn't happen to everybody, thankfully, but it did happen to me. And the bottom, I'd say that I've had about 9 to 12 bone pieces coming out on the bottom. The only thing I can think of is when they filed the bone, they didn't get them all rinsed out. I mean, I understand there's a lot of blood, but I wish they would have rinsed it out better before sewing it up, because it has been very painful. Those, like over here, they're poking out. It hurts anything to touch over there. And at times they cut my lip inside. So if you look right here, when I pull it down, you'll see little pokes, little circles. Those are the bones. Here. You know, I definitely can't tell if I'm in the right spot with my camera, but I'll look later to see. But that stuff's really painful, you know. So if they would have rinsed it out better before sewing it up, I wouldn't have went through it. And you know, I had some bad denture issues. I had top and bottoms already, but I mean, I didn't know that there were steps that needed to be done, like wax try-ins and all this kind of stuff. I never got any of that, and thus they blindly made my dentures, and that's why I can't even fit the bottom ones in, because then I can't shut my mouth. But the dentist kept the bottom, so I can't even show you what they look like anymore, because she kept them. They were a mess. The teeth were not straight up. The teeth were leaned out. It was kind of like a gorilla look. And when the dentist told me they looked great, I cried. I'm like, I just couldn't believe that she didn't see it. And the thing is that she was in such a rush trying to get everything done that she never really even looked. So when I cried and I was like, hold up, please, you gotta stop a second and look. And she stopped, and she looked, and she said, yes, I see it now. But before that, she was in such a rush that she never noticed. Here she is filing them down, putting them in. She's looking for spots where they're rubbing, and I keep telling her that they're too tall. They're too tall, and she never addressed that fact. And all she was worried about was seeing where the white marks were left from the stuff she was putting in, to see spots where they were rubbing. That was her journey and her goal. And so that's all she was. One thing I can tell you that I really hate is that my mouth is so dry without teeth in it. I can't even explain how yucky dry it is in there. And I am constantly, with no teeth in my mouth, I'm constantly doing this. Which I'm sure is not a pretty picture. But it's just like I can't stop messing with it. And it's like if you have something wrong in your mouth, it's like your tongue can't leave it alone. I have no self-control whatsoever. So, but yeah, without the teeth in it, my mouth is so dry. It's so tiny that I feel like my lips are disappearing into my face. And now I've got all these wrinkles around my mouth because no teeth. I really, really hope that this next set is made right, because I noticed that, hold on. I noticed that she sent off to have a tray made, right? And it came back, and at least she noticed it was too big. So she had to redo the tray herself. She redid the tray in the office, and she was saying, I wish they would just let us make the trays because we have the patient right here. So she had to keep bringing my tray in. So I was thankful for that, because these are like way too wide in my mouth that they feel so weird that they're overpassing my jawline. Anyway, I was happy that she, these don't stay in at all. And they used to, until the one, I had a different dentist that she took stuff off on the inside and she should not have taken off on the inside. That was so stupid, because it was made for my mouth. And then she started trying to, I kept telling her, they're too tall, they're too tall. Instead of taking off tall wise, she took them off, she thinned them out inside. Very bad move. So, I cannot get them to suction at all. And I'm not worried about going out and spending money on a reline kit, because I know I'm getting new ones. I don't want to waste money. Two things. Another thing with this one, it's so long sometimes it makes me gag. It's right back there. Right on that. So, and I'm not a gagger, but these actually do sometimes. All of a sudden I'll be like, ooh, I'm going to throw up. But what a huge shock it is. It's like a shock to your system, a shock to your mental health, a shock to your emotional health. I don't care who you are, unless you had your teeth pulled and you were popped in these beautiful dentures. Maybe you get those magnetic ones. It's not a big shock. I don't know, because everything looks so beautiful. He's cut my hair. The other day I had a wig on and it pulled off my head, but he's in it right now. What's the matter? Are you going sleepies? Oh, sleep on my poppers and be happy. I came downstairs last night and I laid in bed and I fell asleep and I did not wake up until 10:30 this morning. Anyway, I don't even remember why I was making this video now. I think I was just messing around with the wig with the dog, and then I got sidetracked and there was something that I wanted to say, but I forgot. It's just been hectic here. Not really hectic, just I worried about my aunt. I worried about my cousins, because it's their mom. And I know how hard it is, because my mom has had some serious health issues the last 5 years, and sometimes she's in the hospital and it's so sad because she needs total care and she's so frail, and it's just hard to see your mom or your dad not healthy and happy and just losing a grip on their mobility and their mental happiness. Like my dad, he's 82, 81, 82, and he is a gardener. He loves to be outside, and it just kills him that he can't do as much as he wants to do. Like his brain is seriously active, but he can't keep up to what he would like, and it really bothers him. It makes him sad. Sometimes it makes him grumpy. Him and I don't always see eye to eye, because he can be very grumpy and I can only take it so long before I blow my lid. But even though I blow my lid, I still love him so much. But anyway, it's very hard to see him. I know that he's struggling because he wants to do so much and he can't. And my brothers and my sister comes up more now than she ever did. But before, recently, we didn't even see her. You know, but at least now she comes up more and she helps my dad out in the yard, which is nice. But before, the last month or so, we would not see her either. So, you get sad because my brothers don't come up and help him. And they know he needs help, and so he gets very down because they don't come. And my health is terrible, so I'm not the biggest help anymore. Hopefully, as things go better with my mouth, and once I can eat the food I normally eat, things should get better. I think my health I've slowed down because I'm eating stuff that I didn't eat before, like mashed potatoes and gravy. They're good, but they're very like a weight in my gut and not good for me. I gained 10 pounds. You're supposed to lose weight when you get your teeth pulled, but true to form, because of my birth defect, I knew I would not lose weight, because one time I went almost a whole month without being able to eat. Did I lose any weight? No. Not one bit. I think I might have gained a little. And I was so mad when my doctor told me to stop drinking milkshakes. I was so pissed off. I was like, I wish I could drink a milkshake. Because one sip of a milkshake, and I was like, bleh. So yeah, I did try to drink one once. My son had one. I took a sip and I vomited. So when this doctor was like, you really shouldn't be drinking milkshakes, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Don't. And I was like, I swear to God, I am not drinking milkshakes. And he's like, whatever, just don't drink any more milkshakes. I was so mad. That's just how some people are, because, well, I guess they get lied to so many times that they just feel like everybody's lying. And the next time I went in, I kept a journal, and he still didn't believe me. And I was like, that's it. I don't care. My family doctor was like, you know what? You know what you're doing. You can't let that doctor upset you like this. So, my surgeon that rebuilt me, he told him that the surgery would not work. I would not lose weight because of the birth defect. But he totally forgot about that anyway. I did lose a little in the end. It took months before my body caught up to the fact that I had a smaller stomach and was eating barely anything. I think it was 3 months before I started to lose weight. It was very upsetting. But the surgery I had done, I did get the sleeve done. But that was not the only reason they were in there. They were in there to cut back all the scar tissue and to clean up a oil spill, so to speak, of toxins that had occurred and is ongoing occurring. And so they were in there doing some major work, and I decided to get the sleeve done, and the sleeve was just an added perk to all the work they were doing in there. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. In the long run, even though it didn't work for me like it does for your normal human, it has helped in other ways, because my liver, my dentures started to fall. My liver can't take a lot of anything. So the fact that I can only eat a couple of spoonfuls of food is good for my liver. It's less work on it. And at this point in life, all I have to do is take a sip of something. I could start sweating because my liver can't handle the overload. So there's nothing wrong with my liver. My liver is constantly cleaning up an intestinal leak. So it is overworked. I'll be so happy when I can talk again like myself. Does anybody else feel like they're chewing on bubblegum all the way in the back of their mouth? My denture is hitting the lump where your jaws meet. Does that mean that they're too big there? I'm just waiting to feel what it feels like to have measured dentures in. Like the difference. Oh well. It is August 9th. Yesterday was my son's birthday. He turned 31. And I'm glad he's still here with me. He's got some depression at times because it seems like everything goes wrong in his life. It's terrible. You know, some of it is his choices and some of it is just like, really? Last month, he bought 2 used tires. The tires looked fantastic. They look like brand new tires. So happy. That was what? $70 for 2 front tires. The same week, they both died. Why? The outside looked great, the inside was dry rotted. Then, so they're $70. Whoop. The junkyard does not guarantee anything on the tires, even though they didn't even last. One of them didn't last like 2 days. It didn't matter. No money. $70 thrown away in 1 week. So now he had to spend $130 and got 2 new tires. So, what's the matter? Get off the wig. I can't get up. You got hair in your mouth? Here, let me see. What's going on? Were you chewing on that wig? You know, he chews on my hair. Sometimes he's on the pillow behind my head. And I'll be doing a video or talking, and all of a sudden it will click on me that I hear. Yeah, I'm making fun of you. And then I'll pull my hair out of his mouth. I don't know if he deliberately sucks it in and starts chewing on it, or if it accidentally got in his mouth and he started chewing on it. But definitely have seen a chain of poop with hair hanging out of his butthole. Did I pull it out? No. What he does when he gets a hair chain of poopies, he just stays out there constantly squeezing until he gets it all out. If I had to pull it out, you know, I definitely would. If he like was gonna come in the house walking, dragging a poo ball chain behind him, I would pick it out. But he usually just stays out there. But of course, I also am losing my hair